A lot, a lot.
All right, all praise to the Most High. Elohim, we just give y'all praise. And we thank Him for this middle of the week praise, Bible study. We pray that your week is going good so far. This is a message to the generation tonight. Mistreatment of the poor. We give y'all praise and glory on tonight. We're going to be back into our lesson that we stopped on. I want to get through this book. It's 84 pages. I don't know how. We might have one more class, but we'll see how far we go tonight. But it needs to be read and heard and understood. So however y'all, we ask you tonight to come and join with us tonight. Be with us, teach us the power of your spirit. So Father, we ask now that those that need to hear this lesson, let them allow them to hear. That this broadcast find them, that they may hear, that they may get understanding of what your word is saying. Israel, issues never meant to be this, never designed for the world to solve. Never have been, and never will be. So we give y'all praise, glory, and honor. Oh, we thank you, we praise him. Oh, reparation. The word that everybody hates to hear about. That doesn't matter. The things that go that you don't pay me, you're going to pay somebody. Because the Father going to see that you do. Oh, bless his name, bless his name, bless his name. Message to this generation, message of reparation. Message to this generation, message of reparation. Your shore washed away. Shores. Sure washing away. Waters run. Darkness fills the sky. Light is bright, but the walking is still. Houses once down the hill. Violence on every side. From your wrath, you cannot. She has me wrath. Have mercy, Father, y'all. Message to this generation. Message reparation. Message to this generation. Message of reparation. Judgment, judgment. Here comes the battle. Judgment, judgment. Here comes the red. Judgment, judgment. Here comes the battle. Judgment, judgment. Here comes the pale. Unity stay. For savagery display. Now it's your time to pay. Right. Destruction on the way. Message to this generation. Message of reparation. 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 All right. Give God praise and glory and honor as we get into our lesson tonight. Getting right back into what we was in,
trying to control
that we was in on last Sabbath. Didn't mean, as a matter of fact, it didn't even set out for it to be a part 2. And who knows, it could be a part 3. We don't know. But however, it been planned out. I didn't plan it, but it is what it is, saints. So we're gonna ask Ms. Lewis if she'll come back and read our scriptures again.
Oh, Isaiah 41, 1 and 14.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Let's go back there and read.
Israel
is encouraged. Israel's issues. It don't sound like an encouraging thing, but it is. The world is not designed to solve. So we will go ahead and get started. It's in your hands.
Okay, 41 and 4. Just read from 1 to 14.
Well, you can keep reading. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. But that's my okay. I might drop down for the last 16, but go ahead and read it. Oh.
All right. Isaiah 41, starting with the first verse. Going, keep silent before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near. Let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment. Verse 2. Who raise up the righteous man from the east, called him to his foot, gave the nation before him, and made him rule over kings. He gave them as the dust to his sword, and as driven stubble to his bow. 3. He pursued them and passed safely, even by the way that he had not gone with his feet. Verse 4. Who had wrought and done it, calling the generation from the beginning. I, the Yahweh, the first, and with the last, I am he. Verse 5. The isles saw it and feared. The ends of the earth was afraid, drew near and came. 6. They helped everyone his neighbor, and everyone said to his brother, be of good courage. Verse 7. So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smootheth with the hammer, him that smite the anvil, saying, it is ready for the soldering. And he fastened it with nails, that it should not be moved. Verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham my friend. Verse 9. Thou who I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant. I have chosen thee and not cast thee aside away. Verse 10, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy Elohim. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will hold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Verse 11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. 12, thou shalt seek them, and shall not find them, even them that contendeth with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught.
Hmm.
13, for I, the Yahweh the Elohim, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. 14, fear not, thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. 15, behold, I will make thee a sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountain, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chief. 16, thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Yahweh, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. 17, when the poor and the needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Yahweh, will hear them. I, the Elohim of Israel, will not forsake them. Verse
Hmm.
18, I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land spring of water. 19, I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shetty tree, the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the fern tree, and the pine, and the box tree together. 20, that they may see and know, and consider and understand together that the hand of the Yahweh hath done this, and the Holy One of Israel has created it. 21, produce your cause, said the Yahweh. Bring forth your strong reason, said the King of Jacob. 22, let them bring them forth, and show them what shall happen. Let them show the former thing that they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter ends of them, or declare us things for the for to come. 23, show the thing that are to come thereafter, that ye that we may know that we are gods. Yea, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together. 24, behold, we are of nothing, and your works of naught. An abomination is he that chooses you. 25, I have raised up one from the north, and he shall come. From the rising of the sun shall he call upon my name, and he shall come upon princes as upon mortar, and as the potter treadeth clay. 26, who have declared from the beginning, that we may know, and before time that we may say, he is righteous. Yea, there is none that showeth. Yea, there is none that declareth. Yea, there is none that heareth your words. 27, the first shall say to Zion, behold, behold them, and I will give to Jerusalem one that bringeth good tidings. 28, for I beheld, and there was no man, even among them, and there was no counselor that when I asked of them could answer a word. In final verse 29, behold, they are all vanity, their works are nothing, their molten image are wind and confusion.
Hmm. Listen, at this verse, the verse Isaiah come with a word from Yah for Israel to encourage Israel. Because even in our disobedience, the Father still cares for us. Even now, but we see record, even when they were at their lowest place, even at their place of wonder and things are going on in their lives as though, as we can see, it never stopped, still going on.
Yep.
And every now and then, Yah will send a word to his people. Because at that time, you're so beaten and trodden down, you need a word. You need a word of encouragement. You need to be reassured that the Father has not left you, even though all these things are happening around us and to us and by us. Some of
Yeah.
them.
That's true. Everything's
We have
true.
a tendency to get to a place, you get so down and feeling like nobody cares.
Yes, yes.
Because you feel like you got a war at every level. Is when you come home, you got a war. When you go out, you got a war. You at the work, you got a war. It's like, where's this resting place that the peoples of Yah can go for rest? Has been documented and founded by facts upon facts. We cannot get it from the world.
Sure can.
You can't get it from this governmental system. You can't get it from the localized state system. It narrows all the way down to the local municipalities of the town that you live in. And the reason that is because it was never designed for these other entities to handle Israel's issues.
Mm-mm.
They were always designed that Israel will call upon the Father.
Yes.
He said, when you go and you pray, you call upon my name.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I will answer you. I will hear and I will answer. I know sometimes we feel like that's just too simple, but no, it's not.
Nope. It's true.
Because when you're down in the gutter, when you really don't have nowhere else to go, you're so low until you're just looking up from the ground. And we have a tendency, then we're going to cry out to Yah.
Yeah.
But in Him, in His mercy, in His grace, as we can see in His Word, He is there to help us. And by knowing we have help in Him, it should send some form of joy and encouragement in our heart.
Yes.
Because everywhere you turn, you have somebody staring you in your face. Of even their face expression
Mm-hmm.
let you know you don't supposed to be there. You don't supposed to get what you come for. And if they do, they're gonna give you a price that's is unfair.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere you go, it's a it's an issue with us.
Yes. Yes, it is.
We ain't the issue, but they made us their issue.
Yes, that's true.
See, that's the point. I want our people to understand that you are not the issue.
Mm-mm.
They made you the issue.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because when they see and think, that we don't have no one for us. I was looking this pastor on this we woke now. It was a big crowd out there, and he began to say, when I say different names, you tell me where the continent or where you come from. He started off, he said Asia,
Mm.
he said Chinese, he said Hispanics, he said oh, he had quite a foot in that Greece and Ireland and Sweden, and they would just come naming. And they was on the road. Yes, it was. They was on the road. And then he said black.
Okay. That
Nobody
got it.
said nothing.
Mm.
He said, I just want y'all to know that y'all got somewhere to go and we don't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even tell us American because we are not.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got silent. It was like a wake up call, even
Yeah.
with our own people,
I know that's was.
because it's just that devastating that we have a unidentified people in another land,
Yes.
that we have been called everything by who we are.
That's right.
And I heard someone say something the other day in reference to, which is so profound, says, how did he say that? I don't want to lose my thought. It's going to come back to me. He was talking about how is it that we don't have a country, and I'm trying to think all he said, that they was talking about we don't have a country, but we are the ones they push. I'll think about what he said if I'm going what I'm saying now. But we are the ones that are being pushed to everybody's narrative.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a piece
Yep.
of a people.
That's right. That's the
They have
truth.
given us names. I'm getting back to it. They have given us names. They named us.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll call us colored. First of all, when they got it, they did say Negro because they got
Mm-hmm.
it from the Negro land.
That's right.
It's on the map, Negro land, meaning dark. Then they stopped calling us colored, Negro, with the color.
That's true.
That wasn't good enough. They didn't go to color, they went to blacks,
Mm-hmm.
the darkies.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think no many people remember that, the darkies.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called us uh, Americans, American Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went on, they said
African
the
American.
African, the black African of
Mm-hmm.
America. Then they get African, African, African Americans. During the 70s, you was black and you were proud. Then it was black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Now they made their way back to black Americans now. A black Afro American. Remember that? It was
Yep.
black Afro Americans.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm just giving you all the names. Because you can't name a people without a region from where they really came from. That's why he could announce all those names and they can announce
Mm-hmm.
their homeland.
That's right.
But when it got to the blacks, no, everybody started looking like a deer in lights.
Mm-hmm. That they like. Like they view with a.
Yeah, it's almost like what's going on, man. Well, and they had to laugh themselves. Some of them. Like, wait a
Mm-hmm.
minute. I said you never thought about it. We don't have a homeland. This is not our home.
That's right.
Why didn't you say America? They didn't even say that.
Mm-mm.
Because you know why they didn't say that? Because majority of them already know. But it behooves them not to say
That's right.
for it to come out of their mouth. Because when it does come out of their mouth, because you see more and more on these platforms that they're saying, well, those people over there is not the people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know they're not the people, then why are you not telling everybody else who are the people? They ain't asking who the peoples are.
Right. That's
And
right.
if they know the people, they don't want to get out there on mainstream
Mm-mm.
live TV. If they're not the ones, then who are the real ones?
That's right.
Wouldn't you want to know that? Well, they ain't the one. Who's the real one? Who's the real person? Who's the next person I need to talk to? Well, if you go in the place and I want to speak to someone in charge of this, and they say, well, I'm not in charge. I'm just an assistant. Well, who's the one that's over you?
That's
Who
right.
I can get an answer, or the authority, or be take this question I have that has the power to take care of something. So
Mm-hmm.
if you already know that they are not the people, then you all should know your next question. Then who are the people?
That's right.
Who are the one? Who are the true ones? You can't go keep making up no people.
That's right.
But that's what's happening, and that's what have been happening, and still happening. You can't
Mm-hmm.
keep making up a nation for us.
That's right.
Cause we know we see that used to fly. It don't fly anymore.
Certainly don't.
Cause y'all has awakened us to our truth, not you, not anyone. So we talk about y'all's letting us know, even in that, in my time, and I was gonna wake you up because your issues, you went into everyone to take care of your issues, Israel. When in fact, your issues is not designed for this world system to what resolve. It never was designed, and we got multiple upon thousand upon thousand recorded messages and books and documents and all these things telling you they know you not. They know they don't have they know you don't understand who you are, but we know who you are, and we know that y'all supposed to be calling on y'all God, not us.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that everybody knows these things but our people. They go to calling on them, they want to be with the in crowd. They
Mm-hmm.
always want to be accepted. And when you got that kind of mentality, you all hear me, you gonna be used.
Yep. Sure will.
It's not the matter when, it's how much.
Yes.
Because you're an easy target when you want to be accepted by continuously want to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
That a people have shown you. And I also see a lot of people know they don't want to hear these kind of messages because they're so lost in their head.
Yes.
And
That's
they don't
true.
even want to know who they are themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the most first class sign of abuse that anybody could have gone through when they don't even want to know who they are.
That's so true.
What does it matter? It matter a lot. If it didn't matter, Jack, then why they went through so many horrific things and try to keep you from knowing who you are?
That's right. That's
Why is
true.
it so? such a extent, and how much so many billions and billions upon billions of dollars is spent every day to hide your information from you.
Mm-hmm.
So they come out flat out. They ain't gonna teach it in school anymore. Which
That's
I'm
right.
glad they don't, because they wasn't teaching nothing no way.
That's right.
They'll teach you what the pawns that they done pawned.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you about them. But according to this word, when we look at the word Israel, issues is never been designed for the world to solve. It just have not. Because when you look at y'all's word, he constantly tells us as a people, I will help you, I will save you, I will uphold you, I will minister to you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand.
Yeah.
He constantly telling us that, which means to us, to all of us, which we should get aggressive. Wait a minute, I'm calling on the wrong system. See, we call on him, and if he want to use the system on our behalf, guess what he does? He guides us through this system. But our plight as a people have never been designed to go to no other God but our Elohim.
That's right.
To call on no other name but our name, but his name. He said, when you go, Israel, and you come and you pray unto me, I'm going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
He said, who has declared this from the beginning, that we might know, or from former times that we may say, he is right.
Yes.
We understand it now. We get to a place we understand we got to go to the Father for everything.
Yes. It's true.
I don't care how much money you accumulate, how much wealth you accumulate. We can never trust that what we have, because it's here today and can be gone tomorrow.
That's true.
Or he could be here this morning and washing down the river by noon.
Mm.
So when we say these things, Isaiah come to encourage Israel. And it starts off. He starts off because it's always an issue. Everything Israel do, everything we do, is rubs people the wrong way.
Yes, it does.
You ain't thinking about them, but they always thinking about you.
Yes, they do.
And I just don't understand that. It's a pure sickness, really.
Yes, it is.
He said, coastlands, you the one on the islands and the waterfronts where I scattered you, in the inner cities. He said, listen to me in silence. Sometimes he asks us, just go sit and don't say nothing. Let me do the talking this time. He said, listen to me in silence. Isn't that a wonderful thing? He tells you not to be silent first.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're so busy telling him our hopes and our dreams, what we want, and how we want it, how we want it to be shaped. He said, coastlands, listen to me in silence. Is power in silence.
Yes, it is.
He said, let the people, listen what he said, let the people gain new strength. Because I understand my people are trodden down. I understand my peoples are weary. I understand my peoples are overwhelmed. I understand that my peoples are at their last end. He said, let the people gain new strength,
Yes.
new revelation, some new understanding, some fresh anointing pouring out of oil. But I need them to listen to me in silence. I don't need them to say anything while I'm working. Have faith. He said, when they say that, then they goes, let them come forward. When I give them to speak, let them come forward. Sometimes we got to be quiet before y'all so he can give us some understanding.
Yes.
And the other time he'll put the thing in your heart while you just relaxing in his presence.
Yes, he will.
He said, let them come forward. Now they can come forward. Then let them speak. And then he said, let us come together for judgment. In other words, I want y'all to come together. We're going to come together on this case. Let us come together for judgment. Because now there's a decision has to be made. But I want you to get in silence first, Israel. Get in a place of whatever your dilemma is. Get in a place of solitude. And he said, let the people gain new strength. Let them come forward and let them speak. Let us come together for judgment. Who has aroused one from the east? Who has aroused? Who woke up? Who caused power to rise? And he said, and whom he calls in righteousness to his feet. Who y'all has rose up? Because I got to rise, I got to raise somebody up for my people. I done heard you cry. I need you to listen now in silence. I see your dilemma. I understand what you're going through. He said, who has arisen one from the east, whom he calls in righteousness to his feet. He said, he delivers up nations before him. Oh, we are rising up the right one to help us.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what we got to understand. When we start going to him in silence and just sitting in his presence, he knows what's in your heart. He said, whom he calls in righteousness to his feet. What did he say? He delivers up nations before him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's what? And subdue kings. Goes on to tell, he makes them like dust with his sword. All this unrighteousness saying, we got to understand our Yahushua Mashiach is going to rise up.
Yes, yes.
And he got a habit, and he got a record of subduing kings.
Mm-hmm.
He take them down from the top. He makes them like dust with his sword. Now you know that's something that you make it with dust with the sword.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Cut them up to they nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, as the wind driven shaft with his bow. He let them be caught up in the wind and blown away. And you're looking for them, you can't find them. Everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we turn or get together ain't bothering no one. They have an issue. And the big issue now is what? The Black National Anthem. And someone said somewhere, first and foremost, they wrote it. It was written really in Savannah, Georgia. I forget who the man they say it was. I even knew that. It was a poem. And then there was another black man revised it, and he put music to it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
And the statement was the other day, which makes more sense to me too. Well, if they want their national anthem, because their anthem is not ours, because the thing was, let them sing there, but sing the whole song.
Right. That's right.
Let's get to the whole song.
Mm-hmm.
think cause oh man, I don't have it.
Mm.
I missed it. I left it. Well, it I told that they can sing it. They got a whole lot of national anthem. Even the slave patrol got one.
Mm-hmm.
I got that up here. I don't know what I did with the other one.
Mm.
That third stanza.
Right.
Let me see. Let's see if I get the full national anthem. Let's see can we pull it up. Will it give us a whole word? A full version. I said they can sing it, but they tell them don't leave nothing out.
Exactly.
That's how you do them kind of people.
Mm.
The full version of the national anthem. I mean, it go on and on and on and on. I mean, you get into one that even they got for the the slave patrol.
Chris is blocked. Why is that?
Yeah, right. Well, we ain't stopping. We look at it this way.
Mm-mm. Let me see. Mm-mm.
Full lyrics of national anthem.
Mm.
Let's see, can we get it? Will we be able to pull complete version? Let's see. Do I have the complete version? I mean, it's go on and on and on. It never ever stop. And in their ignorance,
Mm.
they anger with you for us them singing, lift every voice and sing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what theirs. So if they want to sing theirs, I think they should sing it all.
Yeah, they should.
If they got this record, yeah, I think I did do. It starts out, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, a, a fight they lost.
Yeah.
O'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Worship
Mm-hmm.
his flag.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, say does that star-spangled battle yet wave? Oh, the land of the free. What do you say when they say, oh, the land of the free,
Mm-hmm.
and the home of the brave, on the shore dimly seen through the mist of the deep, where the foe's hardy host in dread silence repose. What is that which the breeze or the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half disclosed? Now it catches the gleam of the morning first beam, in full glory reflected now, shines in the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled banner, O long may it wave o'er the land of the free and home of the brave. And when there, and where is that band who so violently swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion a home in the country should wave shall leave us no more. Their blood, this is what it said, their blood has wasted out their foul footsteps pollution. No refuge could save the hurling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the star-spangled banner in triumph does wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it forever when freemen shall stand between their loved home and the war desolation. Bless the victory and peace may be the heaven rescue land. Praise the power that has made to preserve us a nation. Then conquer we must when our cause it is just. And this our motto, in God in our trust. And the star-spangled banner and triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Tell me why they don't want to sing it all.
Mm-mm.
You fussing over a song, y'all don't want to sing it all because you know the truth of this one.
That's right.
So can we? It doesn't matter what we do. I'm hearing all the. I didn't know what they're talking about. One guy, he part of the court. He ain't going because he don't want to be singing no. He ain't want to hear no freedom song. The black lift every voice and sing. It don't need to be sung there. This the one don't need to be sung either.
Still don't.
Because the other one include everybody in the land of lift every voice and sing. But they don't want that. The minds is so twisted. Because this here show your president, this one. That's why, because our people, I keep telling it, we always try to celebrate something that don't belong to us. We wasn't even free when they was this was written. Matter of fact, it was written because they was dying and carrying on because they were fighting to keep the peoples of Yah enslaved.
Absolutely.
They get pulling out anthem. They got all kind of anthem. They got the slave patrol anthem. Let's get into that. I hope I ain't messed that one up. Did I miss that? Did I? Listen at this one, and this is so. It's so. See, they hide all this stuff, and the Father just bring it right on out.
Yes, he do.
This is slave patrol. Say, run, Negro, run. Well, the patty roller will get you. Run, inward, run. Well, you better get away. Run, inward, run. Well, the patty roller will get you. Run, inward, run. Well, you better get away. Said, let me go ahead and just read it. Let me read it just like they got it. Nigger run, nigger flew. Nigger tore his shirt in two. Run, run. The patty roller will get you. Run, nigger, run. Well, you better get away. Run, nigga, run. Run so fast. Stuff his head in a harness nest. Run, inward, run. Well, the patty roller will get you. Run, inward, run. Well, you better get away. Run, inward, run through the field. Black, slick, coal, and barley hill. Run, inward, run. The patty roller will get you. Run, inward, run. Well, you better get away. Some folks say a nigga won't steal. I caught three in my cornfield. One has a bushel and one has a peck. One had a rope and it was hung around his neck.
Hmm.
Now this is there. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
Now supposing we go to everybody start putting this out.
Yeah, how about that?
Is run in word run. Well, the petty roller will get you. Run in word run. You better get away. Run in word run. Well, the petty roller will get you. Run in word run. You better get away. Oh, oh, in word run and in word flew. Why in the devil can't a white man chew?
Mm.
Run in word run. Oh, they got a whole lot.
Imagine so.
Well, the petty roller will get you. Run in word well. You better get away.
Mm.
Hey, Mr. Patty Roller, don't catch me. Catch that nigga behind the tree.
Mm.
Hmm. I mean, ooh, goodness. Run inward, run. Well, the paddle roller will get you. Run inward, run. You better get away. Run in inward, run, run fast. Stove his head in a harness nest. Run inward, run. Well, the paddle roller will get you. Run inward, run. Well, you better get away. Inward, run, run so fast. Inward, ye got away at last. Run inward, run. Well, the pedal roller will get you. Run inward, run. You better get away.
Mm.
But that's and they're fussing over this, and this the kind of mess they got out there.
Mm-hmm.
They got a whole lot of them, and they talking about ain't no this country is not a racist country.
Yes, it is.
I don't even know how they can sit their mouth to say such thing. Let's get
Mm-hmm.
into our wording tonight. Back in our okay. Let's get okay. Oops. Okay. Oops. Let me get back up here. It said, based on which is erected the whole fabric of the wealth and prosperity of the Saxon. The Negro is by nature indolent and improvident. The motives which stimulate other races to the industry have weak influence over him. Without some system, listen what he's saying, without some system of compulsion, he will not work. Oh, you got to make us work and we build a country.
Hmm. Okay.
He will not work. He is also ignorant. The animal predominates in his character over the intellectual and moral.
Hmm.
His mind is weak. His passion is strong. He therefore requires restraint and guidance, both for his own good and that of so see that's what they think now for their own good. They think they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna help you out.
Exactly.
I'm gonna see who's gonna help you out.
I know that's right.
He said for his own good, and that and that of the superior race. Oh, so the superior race got to help him out for his own good.
Hmm.
For otherwise, he wouldn't sink into helplessness, hopeless, vice, idleness, and misery if they don't help us. The Saxon to whose control the Negro has been committed has determined that slavery is the plan of government. Listen what this. And we know
Hmm.
that to be true because they're still in slavery because they're in these imprisoned houses and they're still on the plantation
Yeah, that's
and
true.
not getting paid for it. That is slavery, any way you want to look at it.
Yes, it is.
He said, determined that the slavery is the plan of government which suits him better than any other. It furnishes a system of listen, it furnishes a system of police back
Mm-hmm.
then in 1869. Watchfulness and restraint. I just got something. I don't know if you saw it or not. They got this man in handcuffed. Acre fall from a tree. He shot the man in the cuff. He got him in cuffs.
Mm-mm.
They come up with all kind of stuff to injure and kill y'all's people.
Yeah, they do. Exactly.
He said the Saxon who to whose control the Negro has been committed has determined that slavery is the plan of the government which suits him better than any other. It furnishes a system of police, watchfulness, and restraint which secures obedience, industry, order, and temperance on the part of Negro, which by which the safety and the prosperity of the white race. See, they
Mm-hmm.
ain't worried about this. Keep you in line because the police are not created for the white race.
Mm-mm. That's
And
true.
it's clearly right here what it said. It was clear. It was not is to keep you in line and where you don't mess with the white race.
Right.
Keep you in restraints.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. That's why you can't walk down. Our professor, our men can't walk down the street unless they bothering with them.
Exactly.
That fall under watchfulness and restraint, which secures obedience, industry, order, and temperance. He's on the part of the Negro by which the safety and the prosperity of what? The safety and the prosperity of the white race are maintained and promoted.
Mm.
It secures also the physical well-being of the Negro by giving to his master an interest in that well-being. Every time you go and you vote for your master.
Mm. Look that way.
That's what it is. You
Mm-hmm.
vote him in, that's your master. While you complaining, God, they ain't get this mindset here. No, they ain't giving you nothing. They give everybody else something. He says, the labor of the slave is the source of wealth. Ooh, so y'all do know that. Labor comes of health and strength of sufficient food, raiment, shelter, and regular but not excessive work. Well, I don't know where y'all get that from. You worked out people that fell dead in the field,
Mm-hmm.
and they worked in bare feet. A lot of them, even in the winter, no shoes on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a lot of them probably died from pneumonia and everything else.
Yeah, that's probably it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, but there's a day coming, and it is now.
Yes, it is.
All this stuff is not ain't new. And see, that's why people they need to pick up these books and read them because they got them out there black and white.
Mm-hmm.
They think we gonna never read. See, in their mindset, they thought we gonna never get to that point. He said the labor of the slave is the source of wealth. Labor comes of health and strength of sufficient food, raiment, shelter, and regular but not excessive work. The Saxon resided in the South. This is what he said, Ira. These the Saxons here.
Yeah.
Don't you remember old man Saxon?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Saxon. I remember that. So he was a Saxon.
Mm-hmm.
The Saxon residing in the South with the Negro had chosen this system for his government. He
Mm-hmm.
claims the right to choose it or any other, and he claims this right by pre, pre, uh, prerogative prerogative of his prerogative. his prerogative of race by the
Mm-hmm.
decree of nature, which made him superior to the Negro
Hmm.
in force of mind and character, and therefore his ruler. He will not relinquish this claim. Listen to what he said. That's what's wrong with him now. But you ain't got the religion. Y'all is going to he already done relinquished.
Yeah.
He said he cannot if he would. His right to it runs in his veins,
Hmm.
beats in his breast, and is founded on im, immemorial usage from the earliest period of record history. He will resist while he can any
Hmm.
power that shall attempt to interfere with that right or dictate to him how shall he use it. Talking about them.
Right.
It's on the other hand, this same Saxon or uh, or tonic man, you're right, he is a tentonic, is a
Hmm.
lover of liberty. He is the only race that does love it and has been able to acquire and keep it. He loves it instinctively, personal liberty, power over himself, freedom from the will of another. He loves also political power. He, he loves also political liberty. That is to say, a share of political power, so that he may consent to any control to which he does submit, and for what? Inform himself a part of the government he obeys.
Hmm.
To such a man, slavery in the abstract is revolting.
Hmm.
But his love of liberty is in part love of power.
Right.
He sympathizes, therefore, with the oppressed. Yeah, right. Provided he be not what? The oppressor.
Right.
And would gladly break all chains of bondage except those which he imposes. These characteristics of the Saxon, his practical ability and the faculty for abstract thought, that his passion for conquest and power, and his love of liberty, truth, and justice, while this, while they make him a colonizer and a ruler, also render his rule beneficent. Churches, charities, law, order, industry, wealth, arts, and letters follow his footsteps. He is not a destroyer. Oh, really?
Hmm.
See, they kill people and call themselves not guilty.
Right.
He is not a destroyer, but a builder.
Yeah. Right.
And although he will be a master where he can, he is a kind master, and his authority is a shelter and a protection. Out of these relative qualities of the out of these relative qualities of the Negro and the Teutonic races, and more especially of the Saxon, the highest type of the latter grows apparently anomalous fact that slavery exists in this country, that it is sanctioned and protected by laws. Listen to what he's saying. It is sanctioned and slavery is protected by law. That's why they still got slavery on the books. That's why they still can put them in enslaved in these in prison when they
Hmm.
go to prison.
Right.
And the Constitution and by the public opinion. And what you mean by the public opinion? That's why Karen can call and know that the police gonna come. The police gonna call because he know he's a watchman for the white people.
Right.
It's all coming together with this book. Not that we didn't see it anyway, but this is the lineup. This is how they set it up. He
Mm.
said the Saxon loves power.
I guess they do. Mm.
Oh, let me go back up here. I don't want to miss none of it. That is, it is sanctioned and protected by the laws and the Constitution and by the public opinion. These qualities also explain the difference of the sentiment between North and South on the subject of slavery. The Saxons loves power, and his is the conquering, colonizing race.
Mm.
Wherever he goes, listen at this. Wherever he goes, to India, to China, to Australia, or America.
They
Wow. Do
slavery.
you want a record like that?
Mm.
And proudly put it in a book?
Mm.
He subdues and governs the weaker. Listen, he subdued. The only reason why you can subdue because y'all have weaponry. If these people had weaponry, you wouldn't subdue them.
Nope. Sure wouldn't.
He subdued and governed the weaker and lower races.
Mm.
That's what you call y'all people lower.
Right.
Y'all feed off the poor.
Yeah, they do.
He said in the South, he is in contact with the Negro. Ain't that something? In the South. Now, this 1869, Ivory.
Mm. Wow.
In the South, he is in contact with the Negro, the
Mm.
weakest and the lowest of all. And you have to laugh.
Yeah, you have to.
He must therefore control the Negro.
Mm.
Notice he ain't saying nothing about no black African American, no none of this.
So it ain't.
He called it what we came in as Negro.
Mm-hmm.
He said in the North, the Aborigines have it withered and vanished before him, because they would neither submit to him nor be civilized by him. The
Mm.
Saxon finds no race inferior to his own,
Mm.
or so inferior that he assumes any mark and positive dominion over it, are, are so numerous as to require any laws to ensure. Now he talking about the Aborigines, he's talking about the Indians. They couldn't. They had to fight them because they didn't go down so easy.
Mm.
Which was still some of the Negroes, still a lot of the Israelites.
Mm.
They ran up on some that would fight back. That's what they did.
Yeah. And they couldn't handle that part.
So sure his superiority. Now, at least Saxons, Celts, and Germans live together harmoniously, though perhaps this is only because as yet the Saxon practically predominates and governs.
Mm.
Even with the other one look like him, his color. If uh they can't rule, there's a problem. He says they live together through perhaps this is only because as yet the Saxon practically predominates and governs. But
Mm.
a question has arisen between the Saxons of the north and the Negro of the south,
Right.
as to which shall possess and cultivate vast regions of unoccupied fertile land. Uh-oh. The property of the whole white race of this country, represented by its government, true to its instincts of conqueror,
Mm.
colonizer, founder. The Saxon of the north claims this land for himself. Now people's own the land.
Mm.
He claims it for himself like nobody there.
Mm.
He claims that he and not the Negro shall occupy until it live on it and by it.
Mm.
Moved by the same inherent spirit. Mm-mm-mm. He said the Saxon of the South makes a similar demand. He will possess this region of promise, he says, and take with him his subject race, his serfs and vassals, to work it, not for themselves, but for him.
Mm.
Exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Only because y'all gave it over to his in their hand.
Right.
See, they thought they was in power and still think they in power.
Yeah, they do.
Not
Mm.
for themselves, but for him. And to give plausibility to his claim, he calls them not citizens, not people, not even men, but property.
Mm. Mm.
Why may not he, as well as the northern man, go to the new territories with his property? Listen, with his property.
Mm.
To this, the northern Saxon replies that these Negroes are not property. That's the North and the South argument.
Mm.
These Negroes are not property, but men, and bring with them human influences, not of the highest order, but whether property or not, they will occupy the land and consume its produce, both and all of which he wants for his own race. He said, let the southern Saxon go, therefore, to the territories. Now they're going to fight. Let's see what. If
Mm.
he will, but leave his Negroes behind him, or let him take them to regions where the white man cannot work,
Mm.
to climates congenial to the Negro, which is the sun.
Mm-hmm.
The claim of the southern man meets another obstacle in the north. The Saxon is a lover of justice. Oh, really?
Mm.
They are a lover of justice, of humanity, above all of freedom. They just so into themselves and they don't see nobody else.
That's
They
so
don't
true.
regard nobody else but themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the kind of system that we have today. Oh, you wish you could put this book in everybody's hands so they can read it.
Mm-hmm.
And this will tell you why you go through what you go through, what system, and the plan that they still have for you.
Right.
See,
Exactly.
y'all's the one who breaks up the fallow ground.
Yes, he does.
No man. Y'all's the one breaking up.
Yeah.
He the Saxon is a lover of justice, of humanity, above all of freedom. He loves these in the abstract. You write in the abstract.
Mm-hmm.
He loves them too as the foundation of wealth and order and improvement. But he loves them and their results for himself, for his
Mm.
own race. See that? He loves it for his own race.
Yep.
That's why they have a problem to see you with a new shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
He therefore hates slavery. Listen, he therefore hates slavery unless he is the master.
Yeah, I guess so.
And he is not by choice a master.
Mm.
He prefers that all classes where he dwells shall enjoy liberty.
Mm. Mm-mm.
His equal rights, the means and opportunity of civilization and progress. In the South, he is a master, and there he maintains and defends slavery. Only because the Negro is in the South. Ain't that
Mm.
so?
Mm-hmm.
only because Negro is in the South. In the North, there is no race which he is willing to enslave.
Mm.
And therefore his love of liberty and its let me see, where am I went too far. Wait. In the North, there is no race where he is willing to enslave, and therefore his love of liberty and his blessings, acting without check. He is adverse to slavery. As the citizen of a northern state, he has banished slavery and made the Negro free because he cannot be a competitor or an enemy, because slavery as a legal institution is not necessary. He said the land and its fruits and industry and its rewards are in the hands of the superior race. But the Saxon is not merely a northern man. He is a citizen of the United States. In that capacity,
Mm.
he's telling you what this system is all about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said he is a slaveholder
Mm. I guess
and a
so.
master. In that capacity, he shares in the wealth that slavery produces.
Mm.
And true to his love of power and of wealth, he is willing enough thus to be a master. He is willing that his race in the South shall hold the Negro in
Mm.
bondage.
Well.
He would do the same thing now in the North as he once did, where the Negro race a large and firmly established part of the population. So he gonna come there and enslave them. That's why all them Negro towns is buried over and built upon.
Mm-hmm.
He says he would do the same thing now in the North as he had once did, where the Negro race, a large and firmly established part of the population. Now they know they destroyed all the cities. But the Saxon can work in the North, and he wants all the land and all the work for himself. When is enough enough?
I don't know.
Therefore, he has driven the Negro from his what? From his borders. Now, this was in the North where they were doing all this. Burned down all the cities they had settled.
Mm.
Therefore, he has driven the Negro from his borders, not indeed by force, but by opinion, by the pressure of energetic competition, a struggle in which the Negro is too weak to engage.
Mm.
This the Saxon will do wherever he can find work for his hands and land to till in a climate that permits him to work. He just go around taking stuff. Just put it like that.
Yeah. That's it.
If we could look over and see your land, he goes like they did this lady. Go build up against her house, and she ended up dying anyway this few months, a month or so ago.
Mm.
Over the one that Tyler Perry was building her house.
Right.
She didn't get a chance to see it
Wow.
on her land, but he gonna finish it. That the children, her
Could
children,
have it.
take it
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they did. All these big old, they were gonna build all these condominiums, pushed her all back at the other house, tried to do everything to get her out of there.
Mm.
Hanging snakes and stuff all over on the porch, and all they did all kind of stuff. Flatten her tires. 90-something-year old. Come when they
Mm.
sit down, they see what you got. All the land, they just wanted her piece of land because it was close to the waterfront. Because you know down there, we from the coast. What the words say. We was all on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
We was on the coast before they told me they put us on the coast. No, they found us on the coast.
Yeah, they did.
The Bible tell you Shem's. He got all the south all the way down to all the coast.
Mm-hmm.
He said, therefore, he has driven the Negro from their borders, not indeed by force, but by opinion, by the pressure of in genetic competition, a struggle in which the Negro is too weak to engage. Thus, the Sykes will do whatever he can find work for his hands and the land to till in the climate that permits him to work. The solid, irresistible operation of this principle, and that's what they do now. This
Mm-hmm.
solid or prejudice, racism.
Yeah.
What he does, he tax you out now.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna come out with no signs. Or he made things so expensive you can't. That's why he talking about the border. They put them out that way. They can't. They don't have the money to pay taxes, so they gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
They lose it because they ain't had no money back then. They were farmers,
That's true.
and it goes on the same thing today. He says, silent, irresistible operation of this principle, almost complete in the free states, is going on also throughout the northern slave states,
Mm.
where the Negro is disappearing. I wonder
Mm.
why that happened. Where the Negro is disappearing not so rapidly as the Indians. Oh, now you can say the indigenous too. But steadily and surely before the conquering industry of the white race. The same spirit is indicated by laws passed from time to time in southern states,
Mm.
prohibiting the residence of the Negro with within their limits.
Mm.
So they set up limits. We ain't got no limit. Y'all, we unlimited with y'all. They the ones set us up the limits.
Mm-hmm.
He is not made a slave in the North for obvious reason before intimidated. The
Mm.
Negro population is so small that no extraordinary precaution are necessary to render it safe.
Mm.
He said, neither. I'm going to read a few pages and we're going to get off of this tonight because we know, as you can see, there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It is supposed to be the African month, ain't it? The
Mm.
black,
Yeah.
whatever you call it, because I don't even like it. We black every year, all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's Black History Month.
Right.
He said, is slavery necessary to keep it in that place of social inferiority, which the pride of the superior race requires? Circumstances and natural laws do this without the aid of the legislature. He says circumstances and natural laws
Mm-hmm.
do this without the aid of legislature. Moreover, the vast majority of the whites are themselves laboring men. You're laboring to take from somebody else. They cannot therefore own slaves. Ruling as they do, lawmaking power, they will not permit the rich to own slaves. That's a lie. That's all in the books. All of them up there own slaves
Yeah.
sitting up in the White House
Yep.
in Congress. Found out they forefather slave owners. He said, for this toiling and governing class, will endure no competition in its industry by the Negro. Neither do the rich desire to have him for a slave,
Hmm. You're right.
as told, because the free, intelligent industry of their own race is far more productive and profitable, and brings with it to employer no responsibilities, no duties, and no danger. But
Hmm.
though the Negro in the North is not a slave, he is made an outcast and a pariah. There's no place for him in Northern society. No aspiration or hopes to stimulate him, no hopes to stimulate him. None of the prices of life, wealth, power, respectability are held out to him. That's why if they knew that, they'd have gave reparation a long time ago.
Yeah, they should have.
They tell you it wasn't going to be given to him.
Mm-hmm.
He said there is no place for him in northern society, no aspiration or hopes to stimulate him. None of the prizes of life, wealth, power, respectability are held out to him to nerve his effort and elevate his desires. He is governed and protected in all his rights,
Mm.
wholly by what? The white race, without his participation. Say he is excluded from office, from hustling from the courthouse, from the exchange, from every intellectual calling or pursuit, not by legal enactment, but by his own incapacity and by opinion, by the feeling of case and race. That is to say, by divine. I want to know why he been sued, because he know y'all hanging.
Mm-hmm.
By the divine laws, which are stronger than any the legislature can make. Now they gonna like the father is gonna intervene for they can stay a slave and they can stay powerful.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, it was in their hand, and they was using it, and they use it now.
Mm-hmm.
He said he has no civil or political power whatever
Mm-hmm.
by which see that's what it was then. So why are they trying to get you to vote now?
Right.
Why all of them begging you to vote? Send out all these little crooked pastors and all these little goons trying to tell black men and black women to vote for Biden.
Don't. I don't vote for none of them.
He has no civil or political power whatever by which he protects himself. That you said that right, and still don't have none.
Mm-mm.
Still don't have no law in the books.
Mm-mm.
Where you can't cause an acres fall on the ground, you hold up and shoot the man with his handcuffs on.
Mm-hmm.
He's about which to protect himself, and he may not lay a finger on one of these three wonderful boxes. He better not talk about voting. The ballot box, the jury box, and the cartridge box. He better not be caught in no court talking about he no judge, no lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were made up for us as a people, which contain the instruments and weapons by which freemen defend their rights. They are for the white race only.
Mm-hmm.
He said a Negro governor, legislator, judge. That's just how I'm gonna say it just how they got it written. A Negro governor, legislator, a judge, a magistrate, or a juryman does not exist. could not by possibility exist. In the whole North, this race is not only excluded from all political and civil place and power, but the avenues to social rank and respectability are closed against him. You're right, all that closed against it still is.
Yeah.
Or rather, they are too steep and difficult for him to climb. That's
Mm-hmm.
why that's why everybody think we crazy. I'm gonna we're right here. I'm gonna stop right here and I'll finish this page up. But let me get over here and see what this Asian lady say. This
There is a group of people or nations around this world that can't stand you so much so to where they litter your path with stumbling blocks. They got ditches dug all around you. You're tripping and falling. You're getting pierced by fiery darts of the wicked from every angle, from top to bottom, back to front, left to right. And you say it's negative talk. Mm, mm, mm.
yeah.
Folk that done told you time and time again, through word, action, and deed, that I can't stand you. And I'm going to use everything in my
Everything and every group of people
arsenal
gonna come in and get
to destroy
boogie.
you. Mm, mm, mm. But you don't want to hear it. It's negative talk to you. That's because you're conformed to this world. And the Bible told us to be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. For those of you joining us late, I'm going to let you hear this woman's her take on history. Again, this video, this live is my contribution to Black History Month. For those of you who forget, notice the caption. Hmm? She says in the caption, history of using immigrants to not pay Black workers. Here it is for those of you who did not hear it and you're joining us late.
It took me a while to recognize the pattern in U.S. history of the United States recruiting immigrants to come and do work that they didn't want to pay Black people to do. So immigrants arrive and they're taking these jobs and they see Black people out of work and are told it's because they're lazy and they don't want to work, as opposed to being told the truth, which is the reason why you're here is because we don't want to give opportunities to Black people, or that Black people are not working because they're advocating for better working conditions, because it'll take newly arrived immigrants, particularly those who arrive as refugees and don't want to risk having to return to their countries of origin, a while to realize that their working conditions are poor and they're going to be mistreated as well. And that this history does go all the way back to just post-emancipation. Plantation owners recruited Chinese laborers to come and do the work that slaves used to do because they didn't want to have to pay former slaves for the work that they felt entitled to receive for free. And an interesting byproduct of that history is that Chinese laborers came and quickly found out that they don't like working in the field. And as poorly treated as they were by white people, they were afforded rights like the ability to open businesses and buy properties. So the former Chinese laborers opened up grocery stores catering to Black people. So that's where that history of Asian American owned businesses operating in Black communities came from. But my understanding is back then it was more symbiotic because these Chinese owned grocery stores charged significantly less than white plantation commissaries did. But it's interesting to me that people resist this idea that opportunities are kept from Black people because we have in place a white wealth and power structure that doesn't want to pay for what it felt entitled to receive for free, when that's literally the history of it.
Correct.
Is that not what this book is saying?
Mm-hmm.
When her response to that was, but the Chinese realized they didn't want to work and no feed.
Mm-mm.
But they was allotted to be part of them. They could get money for a business,
Yeah.
still keeping the white person down.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese goes into the black neighborhood, which is there today.
Of course.
Still doing the same thing. Nothing changed from 1869 to 2024.
Yeah.
What is that? Making
Mm-hmm.
that noise.
I know.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Still up.
there's a lion. I feel it was growling.
Oh.
But here we see the same thing. Nothing has changed. What we have, and people, black folks need to get this thing through their head. What we have done, we did it on our own. Those what was open, they opened because y'all opened them for us. We know they wasn't paying our people's right, but they took the what a little bit they made, and y'all blessed it.
Mm-hmm.
He
He's still
blessed it.
doing it. And he's still blessing it.
And they puzzled and they angry because they understand why you keep rising above them. And,
Mm-hmm.
everything in their system is a no-go for the black people, for the Negro. I'm put it that way. These black men ain't imagining nothing. This is a system that's been set out from the beginning. You hear her talking about black state. We got more black lawyers and judges now than ever. See, y'all did that.
Yes, he has.
Reading this book let us know just how much y'all has been with us, even in these captivities,
Oh, yes.
even in other things that they say we wouldn't, that excel them in all of them. That's why they cling to their system. They have to, otherwise they would be nothing overnight.
Mm-hmm.
They cling to their police, they slave patrols. But that's all they are. They just their suits different.
Mm-hmm.
And that the slave patrol is the lower class of the wealthy ones. So they get them to do, because that came from them low, the poor whites.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still the poor whites trying to be the police. They don't even know their history either.
Mm-hmm. No, they don't. Probably you trying to learn it either. Mm.
He
Mm-mm-mm.
said, but the avenues to social rank and responsibility are closed against them, or rather they are too steep and difficult for them to climb. He is not a landowner. We know that to be fact. They was landowner, but y'all want to take it. It's like you took the north, you took the south too. He's not a landowner, a manufacturer, a merchant. There's no legal obstacles. But land, machinery, and ships are things he cannot manage. Ain't that something? He can't manage land. He can't manage nothing. So I guess he's just like an insolent.
Okay.
These are no black, there are no black attorneys at law, no physicians, authors, or capitalists in the North. The law opens to the Negro these spheres of activity as widely as to the white man, but they ran far beyond the Negro's wildest dreams, because beyond his talent, beyond his talents,
Mm.
he is thus pushed down by a superior moral and intellectual force, which he can neither comprehend nor resist, and to those pursue which the Saxons and even the Celt avoids if he can, into labors which require the least strength of mind or body, which yield the least profit and are minimal. That's why they give you the minimal job, because they don't think you got sense enough to do nothing else but flip a burger or go out and work in the field. You don't have to, don't require you to think. It don't require you to build nothing. Just go do the minuscule work. You don't need to you don't need to know how to read and clean up a bed, cook some food. That's their analogy, and that's what they say we supposed to be.
Mm.
They put the children and the man and the wife and all that. They try to do something. That's the truth.
Mm.
Got it in black and white. He says, avoid if they can, and to labor which require the least strength of mind or body, which yield the least profit and are menial, uh, uh, degrade, the minimal and degrade. And I'm going to stop there, and we'll start back. The minimal and degrading. That's the job. Those are the jobs that we supposed to have. Man, go to the army. I was looking at something the other night. It's a true story. Man, go to the army, did all this wonderful things in the army, came back, couldn't get a job. Come back with all kind of honors. All the job he could get was a janitor job.
Mm.
One of the sergeant, lieutenants, or whatever he was in the army, the one that pinned the stripes and stuff on him,
Mm.
walk out this tall building and saw him, and he come back. No, oh yes, it is you. He said, yes, me. He didn't ask him. He didn't say not one word to him. I'm gonna get you out of from being a janitor. He said, "You have a good day now. Good to see you."
Mm.
As though he was in the place where he's supposed to be.
Mm.
Father, y'all, we thank you for this word tonight. This only to show us how far you have brought us. That's all it does.
Yes, it does.
How you have kept us in the midst of all these things, all the suffering, all the plots, and everybody making up a future for us. That's why this Israel issues is not never meant for the world to decide. It wasn't designed for it to. If we can look back on our forefathers made the biggest mistake of their lives, and here we are doing the same thing. When the word of righteousness comes, we look at it as you trying to be president. You trying because you tied up with them. I'm not. Making you feel some kind of way because you want to be them.
Mm.
You don't want to offend them. They don't mind offending you.
Mm.
Well, what is the first thing they said about the black history? And we don't want that to offend or hurt our children. What you did, our own.
That's right.
Every day, see that's that spirit of detachment is still there. It's still detached from reality of the other people. It's all about what they think and how they feel. Let all these immigrants come in here. Just don't bring them to our neighborhood. Put them over there with a curler.
Mm.
Let them go in there because they're putting them over there just like the woman says, say, to replace y'all people, so they think. Because they don't know why they still held, these United Snakes are still held together because of the peoples of Yah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he said, I'm going to take you out of the midst of it. And it's going to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think it, just keep on looking. Just keep living. When the houses be so close to fall off the block, then they going to realize it's Yah fighting against them.
That's right.
on behalf of his people. We give y'all praise and glory. We come a long way, yet a long way to go. But our flight is to look up and live. Because that's where our help is. He said, I will help you, Israel. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. When you go and you pray unto me, I will hear your prayer. I will answer you. When the whole world is against you, I'm for you. The word tells us he's better than the whole world against us.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore we give him praise and we give him glory. Because I'm telling you, when we have that's why we go to the scriptures and find our comfort, find our deliverance, find our peace. We give him glory, praise, and honor. We thank him tonight for what he has done and doing. Because it's truly it's been the most high that has kept us. We didn't do it ourselves. He did it. Because as we can see, we was nothing then and ain't nothing now. That's why it's such an uproar. Everybody can do everything. All these immigrants is running in these stores, snatching by groups, snatching all these high-end stores. You ain't hearing they lock them up, turn them out. Beating up the police on the streets. Put them in jail, they lock them out, and turn them out, let them go. Our black people can't walk down the street unless they don't make it home. Many times they don't make it home. Leaving this house ain't thinking ain't doing nothing. Some of them won't on their way to work or coming from work. Which remind me that was part of that movie. He come out of the building, he had to walk home. Crossed over the street, here come the two policemen. And he tell them, I come out of there because I work over there. Things have not changed. More things change, the more they stay the same. I'm going to say it like that.
Oh, yeah.
We give y'all praise, glory, and honor. Because it's by his stripes. He have healed us. He has bounded up our wounds. He has loved us when nobody else loved us. He cared for us when nobody else cared. When everybody got something negative to say. Y'all say, come up to me. Call unto me, I'll answer you. I sent my word and I healed you. I will bound up your wounds. I know you're wounded. From the inside out, you've been wounded, Israel. But I have to tell you, I will help you. Yes, I will save you from the midst of your ones that troubles you. And I'm going to trouble them. And be it known, I am going to trouble them. Those that had troubled us, as y'all said, he said, I'm going to trouble them. So whatever the trouble they brought to your door, that's what trouble he going to carry to their door. Saints, we give y'all praise and glory and honor. Because it had not been for the Father that's on our side. Where would we be? How will we make it, saints? We give y'all all the praise and glory. We just want to thank you, really.
Yes.
For joining us tonight.
Yes.
In this study, we got some more to go. We're going to go through this book in this Black History Month. If anybody see it, yes, we got some people prosper. We always have going to have some people prosper. But all of us should be prosper. Let's stop talking about some. All of us should be prosper, just like everybody else with ability to prosper.
That's right.
You done been in this country long enough, built long enough. Everyone should have prosperity. The bare minimum you should have your home. A vehicle you can do like you want to do. instead of still enslaving yourself on somebody else's job and business. Now, some people want to don't have a problem. I'm not knocking that either. But what I'm saying to us as a people, and this plot that they have made, I'm reading it, what they have written down, what they record. It's one thing about it, they keep good records, which is good. That's why we find it so much. Y'all made them do that. The person that wrote this book, that was his word. He couldn't foresee us being lawyers and doctors and teachers and you name it, magistrates. He didn't see the engineers and that y'all had brewing coming up, the inventors, making putting together all kind of farm equipment, pulling water out of the air. You didn't see all of that. Well, we give y'all praise. He saw it. He knew it was going to work. That's why we give him praise and honor and glory. We thank him for everything he's done. But y'all, we just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity that you've given us tonight to come before the throne. We pray, Father, whoever need to hear this song, whoever need to hear this message, whoever need to hear whatever was said, to bring them up and give them some encouragement. Yeah, they have all against us as a people. They made their mark.
You ready to be an e-commerce pioneer?
Sorry, y'all.
Our baked-in premium plugins give you the best ingredients.
They've done all kind of stuff that has come against us. I'm telling you, but we know for a fact that reparation is coming. They ain't got to pay us nothing. It's coming from the Most High Elohim. Oh, we give him glory. Oh, hallelujah. On Friday this weekend, we will not be back on until the next week. So we'll pick up there, saints, and we pray y'all speed towards you. You got a lot of things going on in the family this weekend, so we give y'all praise and glory for divine strength, and for those that is struggling, we give y'all speed for you, that his blessing be upon you, overshadow you, give you some understanding of whatever you're praying for, whatever decision that you're trying to make right now. So y'all make it plain unto you. Y'all be praised, and you all have a blessed and wonderful night.
Amen.
All right. Shalom, saints. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.